Hey, hey, hey! This is Drippy, your source of options drip on a daily basis. In this channel, we talk about some of the most exciting setups based on options flow, technical analysis, pattern analysis, and current market structure. On the screen, I have my YouTube channel. We have grown from almost zero to 13,000 subscribers in a couple of months. That's amazing. Thank you for all the support. Please like and subscribe for folks who are new. I get a lot of questions on how to join the channel. This is the way. Click on the join button, pay. It's 7.99 per month. It's Starbucks money. I get $5 per month, all transparency, and I post, swing plays, and my win rate is almost 85%. A lot of people actually make a lot of money. You can see here that um, I alerted Ford. A lot of people make money on Ford. I alerted LMT. A lot of people made money on LMT. So uh, yeah, I'm doing it literally for free for you for a lot of folks. So let's move on to some of the things I want to talk about today. Is first like and subscribe as I said before, and then second thing is I'm not a financial advisor. You should be responsible for taking profit and managing your risk. And lately I'm seeing a lot of holding and hoping mentality here on FinTwit, which is not good. The current market conditions are not good for just hoping and holding. So please take profits when you see them, especially on Monday. And this week is important. We have FOMC meeting coming soon on Wednesday, I believe. So we're gonna play it safe. We're not gonna risk our capital and give it to the market, which we earned last week. Now, a couple other things I want to talk about is that when you look at flow, you know, I see a lot of people make this mistake that they don't look at spreads, they don't look at multi-leg orders. You need to look at multi-leg orders, which means that, like, a classic example here I want to show is CFX. On table it looks really bearish, right? This looks bearish. I had 50,000 here, bid, ask, call, and I have out of money only. And on surface, it looks bearish. But when you actually click on this multi-leg order here, and you visualize the P&L, and this is where the devil is in the detail, and you can see that these guys are selling $45 puts, $45 puts, which makes it actually a bullish play. They're collecting premium. Could be earnings play, but this is what I wanted to show you. Look here, you know, you know, P&L increases as the price increases. So keep keep that in mind. Don't fall for you know mistakes like this. It can cost you a lot of money. So anyway, if you wanna like create life-changing wealth, you need to have patience and you need to understand risk management. Go watch my risk management video before tomorrow market open. Let's talk about some setups meanwhile. So I have target, the first one. We have double top pattern here. We have a H pattern here, bearish, both bearish. We have below 213, the support is 209, 203, 199, and 200 is a psychological support as well. Earnings are coming up, and if you look at the weekly chart here, it's below these leading EMAs. It's basically inverted WM pattern. So let's show you how the inverted chart looks. So you will think, oh yeah, this is a bullish setup, the inverted chart. So it's a W pattern, right? And it broke and retested though. So now we are talking about a bearish setup here, and it's a really nice looking setup actually. Really good risk reward here. um, let's see what market does tomorrow, but hoping to see more selling pressure on this name. um, we might get a great entry around 220 if market reverses. So let's keep an eye on that. And also let's look at the flow for this one real quick. So we are target is TGT, and you can see here that we have sold calls, we have put for 200 for 145 days expiration, we have 215 put. And if you look at the overall premium here, it's super bearish. For 50,000 plus, it's 90% bearish. And the strikes which are being targeted, the recent ones are 17th, 17 6 2022, and the strikes vary from 200 to 220, and so on. So let's keep an eye on this name. I like the setup on this one. It's bearish, and so is Walmart. I like Target better, but Walmart also is looking bearish. We have uh, break of trend line, earnings are coming up, and we have on a monthly chart, we have divergences here. So Walmart also, actually, you can add it to your watch list and play it. I like the setup. It can fall to 135, and even 130 is fair game. Or Walmart, same double top, bearish divergence pattern here. Watching both Target and Walmart for potential profits here. But I like Target setup more. Let's see other one, which is PFE. Now Pfizer, I alerted this on Twitter as well. And this is a broadening wedge formation, and it broke below. It filled this gap, and ideal entry for me would be 53.3 area, but it might continue the dump. I think the next support area is around 50, and then 49, and then there is a big gap here. Usually the target for this kind of pattern is basically from top to the bottom, so which is around 14 points. So we'll calculate the same here. From here to 14 points down would actually be around here, but we'll see how it goes. $40 is aggressive sell-off, but you never know with these names. But VAX names especially, they can sell off fast. I mean, look at this. It had this and then dump. I mean, now it's extended, and it's gonna retest the CMA, in my opinion. On the weekly chart also, it's below the CMA, so which is also another bearish sign. Let's look at the flow for PFE. Pfizer is the name, and premiums are same. And look at this, super bearish activity. We have $50 puts being bought for almost $500,000, expiring in 26 days, and 65% bearish premium, 18th of February, so which works perfect for us. $50 from $52 is still a good amount, good chunk, in my opinion, of money. But I'm, like that's roughly 2-3%, but my personal target would be around 5 to 6% of drop. Let's see if we'll swing it as we see it fit. Dividend is also coming up. That's another thing to keep in mind. And let's look at another thing here. Another chart here, ZOM, real fast. Now, when you look at ZOM here on the weekly chart, very interesting setup in my opinion, like on a monthly chart actually. And you can see here that it's right at this resistance, which has been acting this trend line resistance. So if it breaks up above this, we can see significant bearish bullish activity. But when you look at this from a daily perspective, it's super extended. We have RSI overbought, we have earnings coming soon, and on top of that, you see this name, it creates this huge rally, and then pulls back. Huge rally, and then pulls back, and it's not straightforward. So when it dumps gaps down, gaps up. That's how this name is. So we can capitalize on that, and put risk on the table. This is my profit target. 66 65 would be ideal. below $70 though, because we need confirmation on this one. And let's see if we can get it tomorrow. If not, it can actually continue rally above $75 as well and go to $80 and then above. So you have to keep that in mind as well. uh, let's look at the flow for this. And another thing I want to point out is, for some reason my system is super slow and acting weird. I apologize for that. Okay. So when you look at the flow for ZOM here, one thing I want to point out is that, when you see this stuff, you're like, oh wow, it looks really bullish, right? But notice these are cross orders. So these are old orders just being reported on the exchange. These orders might be bought before by someone and now they're being transferred to another client, you know. So you can read about the description here, but this necessarily doesn't really mean it's bullish. And we have some 72.5 calls, but what I want to show you is that we have 65 puts and 62.5 puts being bought here. And when you dig deeper here for these puts, not this one specifically, but the other one I wanted to show you was this one. You see how this put buying activity is increasing here. Every day we are seeing more and more puts. It's a good sign for us, and that's what I like. And then we have $50 puts as well. But when you look at overall, you see that okay, it's super bullish. But in my opinion, if you hide these cross orders, which don't necessarily mean it's bullish. Okay, what just happened? I did cross only, my bad. So I think there's no way to just do floor only, like normal orders, like if I wanted to disable it. But you get my point, right? We only have these three calls here, and the remaining are bearish. But I think, in my opinion, I'm gonna have to rely on my price action here rather than the flow, because we had OPEX week last week. And finally, I want to talk about is Roblox. Now, Roblox has seen aggressive sell-off, like insane, um, from $140 to 68, which is 50% drop in just a couple of days. So it's approaching this demand zone here. It's approaching the this channel's support zone here, and also earnings are coming up. And if market rallies tomorrow or this week, I think Roblox would be a good name to actually buy calls for. And also the flow is actually pretty bullish for Roblox. And in my opinion, these are earnings related flow because it's like 50 days, but still looks bullish in my opinion. And I'm gonna hide these bid orders here for a sec to actually show you this. And then you have 75, 105, 75, and underlying is 71 here, which it shows here. And actually it closed at 68.93, so these calls are actually in a little bit of loss, but these guys are still holding. And this is a big order, $3 million floor order here for 75 call, so it's not a joke. But when you see it through the lens of bid as well, and you look at this here, it's still bullish. Still bullish here. 75 strike and 18th of March. So we're gonna watch this one as well. See if we can catch the bounce. And my levels are here. If it breaks, I posted this chart on Twitter as well, so you can see there. But I posted here that if it can cross $70, above 70, we are looking at 72.5 and 75. So let's keep an eye on this name. It can give us good spikes and we can capitalize on this. Not planning on swinging it per se, but if the market conditions prevail, we can see it go around $80 here and then complete this mark. And real fast, another one I want to talk about is Uber. Now Uber is back to previous demand zone here. If you look at the chart for Uber, It is a falling wedge here. It's back in this demand zone, which was a gap here as well, and now it's back here to this price. Earnings are coming soon, and Uber has been getting repeated bullish flows. In my opinion, someone knows something about Uber. It and if you look at the flow here, these are again some floors, some cross orders. So $40 in 54 days. Stock is at 35 $36 mark. Premium is looking bullish. They're targeting 18th March $40 strike. So again, Uber is something you should pay attention to as well. I'll also look at Uber every day to see if we can capitalize on that. So Uber would be long if market is long. Roblox as well, and I'm short on Target, PFE, and Zom. All right, guys and gals, have a great week ahead. I hope that you bank with me. I love you all. Good night. Bye.